In this video, we will try to find the legendary symbol 2 by p for p odd prime. And to find that, I am going to prove this theorem, which says that if p is an odd prime, then the legendary symbol 2 by p takes these value 1 or minus 1. If this prime is of the form 8k plus 1, or we may say this prime is of the form 8k plus 7. And for writing the prime 8k plus 7, I can also use that it is a prime. So if I want to write these combinedly, I can write this as a prime 8k plus 1 minus 1 the form. Similarly, for this case, this could be a prime for the 8k plus 3 form or 8k plus 5 form. And if I want to write these two combinedly, I can use that the prime is of the form 8k plus minus 3 form. So let's prove this theorem. And for the proof of this theorem, I will be requiring Gauss lemma. So let's recall here what was the Gauss lemma. For the Gauss lemma, I am considering p an odd prime and GCD of a and p is equal to 1. Then the legendary symbol a by p takes the value minus 1 to the power n, where n denotes the number of integers in the set this whose remainder upon division by p exceed p by 2. Now let's start proving this theorem, which give us the value for the legendary symbol 2 by p. So now in the proof using the Gauss lemma, we can say that 2 by p is minus 1 to the power n. So we simply replace in the Gauss lemma this quantity which is given here. Simply replace this value of a as 2 and hence it is minus 1 to the power n, where n denote the number of integers in the set S. And here I am going to consider the, instead of the multiples of a that is considered here in the Gauss lemma, now this a is replaced by this 2. So you see here we are considering the multiples of 2. First p minus 1 by 2 multiples of 2. And to count this particular n, I need to know how many elements in the set S are there whose remainder is greater than p by 2. So to find 2 by p, which is minus 1 to the power n, this n is sufficient enough to count in the way that number of elements of S, total number of elements of S, minus the number of elements of S whose remainder is less than p by 2. So we already see the total number of elements is p minus 1 by 2 minus those whose remainder is less than p by 2. This is what I wanted to count, and this will give me the value for n. And notice that this is a set that we have constructed. See that this set consists of the elements of the type twice the multiple of k that belongs to S, and k lies between 1 to p minus 1 by 2. Now let's see how many integers if they are in the set and their remainder is less than p by 2. So this means I can just simply put 2k is less than p by 2. If this quantity is less than p by 2, it will act as a remainder whose value is less than p by 2. This will hold if and only if k is less than p by 4. That means from this total value p minus 1 by 2, from this total value p minus 1 by 2, I have to subtract now this p by 4. So this is the greatest integer of p by 4 that I have to subtract, because p is odd. So we remember that p is odd. So this quantity counts whenever k is less than p by 2. This counts all those elements of S whose remainder is less than p by 2. And this element now count all those number whose remainder is greater than p by 2, because we have subtracted it from p minus 1 by 2, the total number of elements. So we can write down 2 by p. This legendary symbol value is minus 1 to the power n. And to count this n, now we have counted it from the total number of elements minus those whose remainder is less than p by 2. And now let's consider all the four possibilities that we have stated in the statement of the theorem. So we have the possibility of the prime if it is of the form 8k plus 1. And in this case, this n will become 8k plus 1 minus 1 by 2 minus greatest integer of 8k plus 1 by 4, which will become 8k plus 2. This quantity will become 4k. This will become 2k plus 1 by 4, and we see that if this is the greatest integer function, see we are using here greatest integer function, and in this case 1 by 4 will give me a value almost 0 point something. So this whole quantity is simply 4k minus 2k. The greatest integer part here is only 2k, so we write this quantity as 2 times k. If it is 2 times k, we can see here, so this implies the legendary symbol 2 by p is minus 1 to the power n, and n is now 2k. So this is a positive value 1. For 8k plus 1, 2 by p is the value plus 1. Let's now take for the next case when p is 8k plus 3 and repeat the process in the similar manner. In this case, it is 8k plus 3 minus 1 by 2. I'm just substituting now this value here. You can see this. We are substituting this value in equation number 1. and minus the greatest integer of 8k plus 3 by 4. Again this value is 8k plus 2 and this means it will give me 4k plus 1 minus this will again give me the greatest integer as 2k. So the total value is 2k plus 1. So this implies Legendre symbol 2 by p is minus 1 to the power 2k plus 1. This value is minus 1. Take it for the next case, that is p 8k plus 5. This means n is 8k plus 5 minus 1 by 2 minus the greatest integer 8k plus 5 by 4. But we see here this value is 4k plus 2 minus here this value is 2k plus 1 plus 1 by 4. This is the value, the way I can write it down. So you split this 5 into 2 parts, 4 plus 1. So the greatest part will come here and the fractional part will be associated here. So this value is 4 plus 2 minus of 2k plus 1. And in this case again we get 2k plus 1. So for 8k 5 also, the Legendre symbol now 2 by p, this will give me the value as minus 1 because it is odd here. And when p is equal to 8k plus 7, then again in the similar way I get n is 4 plus 3 minus of 2k plus 1 plus 3 by 4. So that's the greatest integral part. So this is greatest part and this is the fractional part in this case. And this value is 2k plus 2. In the similar way we can calculate because it was 4k plus 3 minus 2k plus 1. And so this is 2k plus 2. And in this case Legendre symbol 2 by p is plus 1 because it is even. So we can club now this result that whenever p is of the form 8k plus minus 1 or we may say 8k plus 1 and 8k plus 7 or 8k plus 7. So we can say now that whenever p takes this form, the Legendre symbol 2 by p, this value is plus 1. Whenever p is of the form 8k plus minus 3 or I may say 8k plus 3 or 8k plus 5. In this case, the Legendre symbol 2 by p for any odd prime, this value is always minus 1. So this means for any odd prime, we know when 2 is a quadratic residue, when 2 is quadratic non-residue. We have seen this. If the Legendre symbol is 1, by definition, 2 is a quadratic residue of p. If this will hold, 2 is a quadratic non-residue of p. And hence the result. Now we get this corollary very obvious from the previous theorem, and in this case again p is an odd prime, so this expression is also true for this Legendre symbol and we can find out this value. Let's see, from the last theorem we have got this Legendre symbol takes the two value, either it is plus 1 or minus 1 if it is 8k plus minus 1 form or 8k plus minus 3 form. So let's substitute for the two cases and we'll verify this statement which is given here as a star. I'm taking the first case when p is plus minus 1 form. In this case, what will be the power? So the power given is p square minus 1 by 8. Let's see this case. This value is prime, can take these two forms. So I'm just substituting both value here and just understanding what is the final form. This will give me 64k square plus minus 16k. 1 is going to cancel out because here it will give me plus 1 and there is already a minus 1 here. So this value is 8k square plus minus 2k. But we see that this is all even. So if this is all even, so this means 2 by p is minus 1 to the power p square minus 1 by 8 and this value is plus 1. So no issues. This result matches with our previous claim that whenever it is 8k plus 1 form, it is giving me plus 1. For the next claim, if it is 8k plus 3, let's look at this expression. And in this case, I am just substituting 8k plus minus 3 whole square minus 1 by 8. So when I open this quantity, I get 64k square plus minus 48k plus 8 by 8. But when I take 8 common, so the remaining quantity is 8k square plus minus 6k plus 1. And this 8 get cancelled out. And this value is 8k square plus minus 6k plus 1. And due to this 1, this is going to give me a negative value. If I look at in the power, the 2 by p is minus 1 to the power p square minus 1 by 8. This value is minus 1. So this means in both cases, it is appearing in accordance with the statement that we have that we have given in the last theorem. And hence we can say that the star will always hold. So either the both will be +1 or the both will be -1. The star equation will always hold.